Welcome back. Today is Saturday, February 6th, and that means it is officially garage sale day. Mom is having another garage sale, so I think what I'm going to do is take some of my excess toys, some stuff that I don't have listed up on eBay just yet, just because it's not necessarily worth it. And hi here, little fella. So I'm going for a walk, and I am going to head over to my mailbox, check the mail. It's something I've only done once since I've moved in here, and I'm taking the scenic route. I'm also stopping at the dumpster to drop off some stuff, and along the bridge here is this nice little duck or something, and I need to walk that way. I don't know if this guy's gonna let me do it. I mean, he seems nice enough. Doesn't seem like a mean fella, but oh crap, I didn't notice this before. Y'all see that sign right there? It says alligators and snakes in the area, no swimming. I mean, it's Florida, obviously, so I'm not gonna go swimming, but all right, we're just gonna try to walk past the duck and see what happens. We're cool, man. You're cool. We're cool. We're cool. Hey, no problems, big man. We're all good, brother. Yeah. God bless, my friend. God bless. All right, that was somewhat, that was easy. We weren't concerned about that at all. All right, so it's Saturday, and we're gonna go to some garage sales today, see what we can find. But I do want to talk about getting inventory. I also want to talk about, I got a return last night. One of the highest dollar items I've ever sold was a Nintendo Switch. It came on the last pallets of electronic merchandise. There were 2 Nintendo Switches on that pallet. They're brand new, factory sealed. We sold one for $370. 18 days ago, almost 3 weeks ago at this point. Well, last night we get a return request. This lady says she bought this for her little boy, quote unquote. He played it for a week, let it sit, went back a week later, or 2 weeks later as she put, and now it just doesn't power on anymore. And she has a quote unquote devastated little boy. What am I gonna do to make it right? She either wants her money back or me to send her a new Switch. So I mean, of course, I accepted the return. I have free return, so it's auto accepted. So go ahead and ship it back, and when I get it, I'll give you your money back. Your devastated little boy. I mean, I don't know. It's factory sealed. It's a brand new Nintendo Switch. There was also 2,000 V-Bucks included. You know that kid used those V-Bucks. So I'm not getting those back. I hope I get back the actual machine. I hope it's a legitimate return and it's really what she says, and maybe it's just a fluke and this thing just stopped working. I doubt it. It also seems a little suspect. I mean, what little kid do you know gets a brand new gaming console, plays it for a week, and then doesn't play it for 2 weeks straight? You know, I don't know, maybe he got in trouble, you know, maybe he went out to camp or something, you know, but I don't know. I'm just cynical with these things. So anyway, it's a big return. It's a big hit. It's a $370 item. It's one of the biggest higher dollar items we've ever sold. One of 2 or 3 of the highest dollar items we've ever sold is now coming back to us. Even if it's factory, or even if it's what she says, you know, I mean, what am I gonna do with it now? I mean, what's she gonna do with it? But if it really did stop working, I mean, I'm not the manufacturer, you know, I'm not Nintendo, I didn't make the thing, but I did sell it to her. So, I mean, you know, who's she supposed to go to, I guess. I don't know, I'm just cynical. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking I'm gonna get a box back that's empty, or, You know, he's gonna, you know, maybe the kid spilled water on it or something. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. Or maybe it just stopped working. Either way, it's a big hit. It's a big return for me. It really sucks. I know returns are just part of, you know, it's just part of doing business. But when you get a $370 return, that's a big one. That's a real big one. That takes a big chunk. That's a big chunk. Anyway, it is what it is, right? Nobody wants to hear about my returns. It's just, it is what it is. Onward and upward, I suppose. So on the onward and upward thing, I've talked before about how hard it is to run a business, and it's not easy. I've been doing it now for about 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years. So I'm getting it figured out. I'm understanding what to do and how to do things. I've made some wrong moves. Made some right moves. And, you know, I'm getting it all figured out for the most part. There are still things like health insurance and 401k and, you know, all the other, some other stuff that's involved. But, you know, I mean, I am getting it. The hard part about this specific business, not so much running a business, but the specific business that I'm going into, it's getting inventory. It's finding a consistent way to get items to sell for profit that's going to make sense. Like that's the hardest part. You know, when you first start out and you're going to garage sales and you're going to thrift stores and you're finding stuff there to flip, I mean, that's great. You know, and we still go. I go all the time to, which key is it? We're checking the mail now. Something. Garbage. Junk mail. Woohoo! Okay, so I mean, I'm getting the business part figured out. I'm starting to understand how to run a business and what's required to do it. It's not easy in any stretch of the word. Is it easy? In the specific business that I'm in, the hard part's getting the inventory consistently. You can go to garage sales and thrift stores and you can find some really good gems. And the ROI on some of these things can be crazy. You spend $1 or something, and $1 or $2, and you turn around and sell that for 120 bucks. And that's crazy. That type of ROI is not something, though, that you can just count on consistently. If you go to garage sales and, hey fellas, if you go to garage sales and thrift stores to get your inventory, and it runs dry, right? You can you're no longer finding the items there that you used to find, or you're just not finding them there in the quantity that you used to find them there in. Well, okay, where else are you going to go? Who are you going to ask, right? Who, if you don't have an in somewhere in this business, who are you supposed to go to figure out sources, right? Where, because if you're not a family member or a close friend, or, and even sometimes in those cases, you know, if you have sources, if you have ways of getting inventory at a number cheap enough that makes sense to sell it and make a profit, are you just going to give up that source, I guess? Are you going to just say, hey, okay, here, person, here's where I get my stuff from. Why don't you get it from them as well? Oh, you sell on eBay? Oh, so do I. Or, you know, you sell on Amazon? So do I, right? So, because of the business, right, it makes it difficult to ask questions of other people who are doing the same business, because it's not like, you know, hey, you know, you own a restaurant and I own a restaurant, and you know, maybe you're a burger joint but I sell chicken, or I don't know, whatever. We're different, but we both run a restaurant. You know, maybe we can share ideas, or you know, experiences, or you know, where we get our cups from, or whatever. Because we're not necessarily, I mean, we're competing, but we're not necessarily competing in the same way. I guess, I don't know, maybe you are. I'm not in the restaurant business, I don't know. But you know, it just seems like if I was a plumber and, you know, I had too much work, I couldn't take on, you know, somebody called me and I was too busy. Well, I could call up my other plumber buddy and say, hey, you know, here's a job, are you interested? Right? Well, if in the resale business, you're not going to call up this random person and say, hey, I just found this bunch of stuff on sale for $1, it's selling for 50, are you interested? Because that person's going to buy it, right? So in this resale business, you know, I guess just in business in general, but it just seems like, you know, you've gotta, if you don't have that in with somebody, if you don't have a family member who's already doing it, or you don't have a you know, a friend or close friend, you know, who's doing something similar, someone that you can sort of learn from, right? You can see, okay, not only where to get the stuff, right? So let's say let's say you find out that you can go buy storage lockers, right? And just have all kinds of stuff. Some decent, some not so great, some donate worthy, but then you have this pile of junk left over. I say junk, you know, it's sellable stuff. You know, not eBay worthy necessarily, but you know, sellable. Well, what do you do with it? Do you just have a garage sale every other weekend, or you go to the flea market, or you know, do you have an auction you can take it to consistently and just take it and offload that stuff and drop it off? How do you get those connections? You just start calling people? You know, never mind, I have to work full time. You know, I don't have all week long to go and make those connections. I got to go to work and sit behind a desk and make somebody else rich. So, you know, finding the inventory consistently is probably the hardest part about doing this resale business. Because again, you can't just go up and ask somebody else, hey, where you get your stuff, right? I mean, you can, but they're not gonna, you know, and why would they? If somebody came up to me and said, hey, where are you getting your auctions from? I mean, granted, it's not some secret liquidation company, but you know, I mean, frankly, the less people bidding on these auctions, the better chance I have of getting the inventory. And that's what they think too, right? That's what, and that's this business. And that's why, if you don't have an in, if you don't have the relationships somewhere, somehow, then what are you supposed to do? You know, it's great when you win the auctions. You know, it's great when you go to thrift stores and you go to the garage sales and you score. You know, you find something decent. But when you don't, you know, if you go this weekend, you know, say today we go to these garage sales and we don't find anything, which is likely, hopefully not, but just based on how things have been going lately, if we go and don't find anything, right? Well, okay, that'll be like the third weekend in a row where we haven't really found anything. Maybe one or two things, but nothing noteworthy. So what do? You go to the thrift stores. Okay, well, what if you don't find anything there anymore? What do? You know, and I know thrift stores and garage sales and these things, it's the low-hanging fruit. You know, I do a little bit of retail arbitrage, and you know, that stuff, your margins are just low. And just yesterday afternoon, after getting off work, I did stop by and bought I didn't get it on camera, I didn't have the camera with me, but I bought 23 Gillette packs of 12 razors. They were on sale for $15, I think, and they're selling for 25, 26. You know, so after shipping and fees, I might make $4 or $5 on each one, but there's 23 of them, so, and they seem to sell pretty quickly, so we'll see. But you know, where do you consistently get the inventory to run a business like this? And that's the hard, you know, I'm sure that's something everybody, you know, if I mean, frankly, if there was a place you could go and everybody could buy a widget for $2 and sell it for $50, I mean, geez, we'd all have resale businesses, we'd all have eBay stores. You know, then that person selling it from $2 would raise it to $3, $4, $10, $20. So anyway, just sort of thinking here. I sort of like doing this on camera so I can go back and watch it later. This stuff really helps me just to get my thoughts out. And I do come back later and watch these and try to pick out a gem or two of information that I can use. So anyway, let's first go over to Mom's. I've got a bunch of toys I want to put in her garage sale. See if we can just move them and get rid of them. Had them there for a while, so they've been there since the last couple of pallets last year in 2020 when I got some of the toys pallet. A few of the toys items are from the last 2 electronics pallets. There were some toys mixed in, but so let's go to Mom's. Let's drop this stuff off. Let's go around to some garage sales. Let's find some stuff. We'll probably hit a few thrift stores along the way, and let's make it a good day. So here's Mom's garage sale. I brought a bunch of stuff over here. A lot of our toys that we've just had sitting on the shelf. A lot of the Funkos. A lot of these just these little boxed games here that just, you know, worth maybe $15 free shipping on eBay. So it's just, if I can get a couple bucks for it out here, it's just, it makes more sense. You got these big Funkos here. They are going for 40-50 bucks online, but these guys are dented up. So, and they're going for 40-50 bucks free shipping. So if I can get 10-15 for them out here, just cash money, I'll take it. You guys can't see it, but these things are dented up. They're scratched all to hell. I mean, they are brand new, but they're dented. Mystery box. Let's see just how giant it is, hey?
We got Bibles we're giving away free. Some of them are very expensive, study Bibles. They're all over here. We got Bibles for teenagers, we got large print. You're welcome to take some. Free of charge.
You're not supposed to sell Bibles.
Okay. Well, I said we're not selling.
Yeah, I know.
I need
But
Bible.
if you go to Walmart, you're gonna have to buy them.
Yeah,
I need a Bible.
Right. That part.
My daughter.
You can get as many as you want, sir. Yeah, because it's called the gospel, you know?
I know, I'm a good Christian.
Yeah, I get it. That's why I'm saying it. I'm not trying to
Yeah. Okay, sir.
What you got? This, and this. Is that $30? Sir, you got all.
I got you $20.
No, that's not gonna be enough. I got a passenger to be accountable to. Because I know there's.
How about 25? You know I pay that.
Now I'll go 25. I'll go 25. I'll go 25.
You're not gonna pay a lot of fee?
No, listen, the one thing I know is that you're doing ministry. I get that. I'm not, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna just put it like it is. I see you guys come out here, you come from your country, right? Now you could come here and forget about the people that you've left behind. But you guys don't do that.
No, you can't do that.
You get your stuff, you work 2 or 3 jobs, and I can't see a bit greater testimony for ministry.
You already know if you here.
What did we say, $30?
No, 25.
$25.
I'll give you 40.
Okay.
All right, next garage sale, guys. Got some tools.
30 pounds, 35. Maybe 50. Thank you. Not interested in that big tape, huh? Not interested in that. You want the other one? It's not a print. We had it up and you think it's cracked. It looks really good.
It's from that walls.
$20.
Man, you should see this painting I have at the house that I found at a yard sale a while back. I gotta go get it. I don't know. I gotta go get it.
Hey, we're selling Funkos.
Looks like from like 6, looks real good. Really cool painting. That's all. I have no idea. It's all hand done. I got that in a yard sale pop up. It's all like that. And then my buddy's an art dealer, and I showed him a picture of it. I haven't taken it to him. He says, I showed him a picture of it. He goes, hey, listen, no questions asked. I'll give you $1,500 for it. Just not even. I'll give you. You know, he knew it. He goes, man. He's like, I'll give you $1,500. No questions asked at all. Bring it over. I'll buy it.
I got a budget.
I was like, but if it's a dollar, I would see the green song going. So
You'll see it on the bottom.
I can't see anything. But then again, I haven't
You
taken
got a
it out.
picture of it?
I do have a picture of it, I'm sure.
Hey, Dylan.
Might take me a minute to.
Sure. I'd love to see it. Thank you. Thank you. You see toast? Put the Hello Kitty on the toast. Too.
Yeah, see that?
Tampa. You know what? I'll go 5. Hi. Big old snow shovel, huh?
Yeah, I know.
That's gonna be a tough sell. Perlits. Where's that? Oh, it's a skylight. Gotcha. All right, next garage sale, guys. Got some tools.
30 pounds, 35. Maybe 50. Thank you. Not interested in that big tape, huh? Not interested in that. We headed it up and I think it's cracked. It looks really good.
It's from that walls.
$20.
Man, you should see this painting I have at the house that I found at a yard sale a while back. I gotta go get it. I don't know. I gotta go get it.
Hey, we're selling Funkos.
Looks like something like looks real good. Really cool painting. That's all. I have no idea. It's all hand done. I got it at a yard sale for $5. It's all like that. And this, my buddy's an art dealer, and I showed him a picture of it. I haven't taken it to him. He said, I showed him a picture of it. He goes, hey, listen. not even. I'll give you.
You know it's worth it.
He knew as soon. He goes, man. He's like, I'll give you $1,500. No questions asked at all. Bring it over. I'll buy it.
I got a budget.
And I was like, but if it's a dolly, I would see a green sign going.
You'll see it on the bottom.
I can't see anything. But then again, I haven't
You
taken
got a
that.
picture of it?
I do have a picture of it, I'm sure.
Hey, Joe.
It might take me a minute to.
Sure. I'd love to see it. Thank you. Thank you. You see the toast? Put the Hello Kitty on the toast. Too.
Yeah, see that.
Tampa. You know what? I'll go 5.
Estate sale. Let's try it out.
in black too.
Okay. If they want the wicker trunk, they can have it for free.
Okay.
Because the bottom of it is basically holes.
Okay.
What's the other thing?
It's a black and red toolbox about that big plastic.
I'm taking it. Okay. Okay. You can just leave that on the couch. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Is there anything in it? You too.
I don't think so.
Okay. $2 on the toolbox. Okay. So, what does that do?
It's a GoPro. I have a YouTube channel. I just kind of sort of blog when I go to garage sales and estate sales, and I run a business, and it's sort of just a way for me to advertise where I get some of the inventory I'm selling and sort of show some of my customers, you know.
Did I put my business card on there?
Sure.
Ooh, I was kidding. Cool beans.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Electronics is great. When they're used positively.
That's right. That's right.
Are you digging in my stuff again, sir?
This is your stuff?
Yes. All the cool stuff is my stuff.
I like that you didn't stop me. Yeah, that was good. You're just watching and laughing. Okay. Alright.
I need something to Kenny. Okay. Give me just a minute. Okay. I need that part.